fuck, emo girl is piano.
Guys.
Playing. What?
I'm recording.
Oh, okay. It's Wednesday 7th. It's Wednesday 7th.
Wednesday 7/08.
We were at CC's. We had a great time. We played some games. We skated. We're going over to Daniel's house because I wanted to talk to him and hang out with him.
6 o'clock. Well, right? 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
This fucking cop pulls me over.
He pulls him over.
Nicole is out of the car. What does he start saying?
Oh, he's like, can I see your license?
Yeah, he's like, can I see your driver's license and your insurance? I was like, dude, you said that last time. Why do you? Can we just talk out of this? I was thinking that, and he was being an asshole. And then my friend Edward was in the back.
I was in the back, and he's like, so do you have an ID? I'm like, no. He's like, how old are you? 17. And then, what else did you ask me for?
Your last name?
My last name. I'm like, Lopez. And then he's like, what? I can't hear. I said it out loud, bitch! And then, well, yeah, I told him my name again.
And then I had to spell it for him.
I
had to spell it for
my
him.
first name.
Oh my god, I had to spell
name.
his name. So stupid. I mean, how stupid can you get? It's because he's white.
He couldn't spell Edward. He said Edwin. What the hell?
He said Edward. I was there. It was clear. It was Edward Lopez. And he's like, okay, can I see your driver's license? I'm like, okay, let's go through this shit again. I give him my driver's license. I give him my insurance. He just sits down in his car because he's fat and lazy. Probably he's eating some donuts and checking my license and shit. Then he's like, oh, John, I'm going to have you step out of the car. Do you have anything in the car that that's illegal? No. Do I look like a pothead?
Yeah, so I took out my journal, started writing about it, but then he told us to get out.
Yeah, he was writing about the cop, and the cop thought it was something bad. I guess. And then he's like, oh, get out of the car. Does this door fucking open? No, it does not open. Roll down the window. No!
It doesn't
No, I'm not going to roll down the window! So we got out of the car. What happened afterwards?
Oh, he stripped her.
Oh yeah? He's like, put your hands in the car, put your legs, no, spread your legs
apart.
And go back. I'm like, God, are you gonna fuck me or something? And then he's like, feeling all over me. Do you have anything that's gonna poke me? My dick? I might shank you with it. Fucking. And he was old as fuck. Okay, so he's
done with John.
Okay, and he takes my cell phone. And then he puts it on the top. No, he doesn't put it on the top of the car. He fucking throws it on the car. Sorry. He throws it. And then he starts inspecting him.
Oh, he starts inspecting me, right? And he's like, I already saw what John did. So I'm like, okay, let's copy John. But no. He like pushes me forward and shit. He grabs both of my wrists, spreads them apart. He's like, put your hands on the car. I'm like, okay. So, and he's like, I spread my legs apart, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, spread them apart. I'm like, so I did that, right? He's like, he spreads them more apart. I'm like, what are you doing? And he pushes me forward. He's like, he's putting like the back of my pants and shit, picking them up. I thought I was gonna be like molested or something.
So he just screams. He's like, ah.
I'm like, ah.
And I was like, Edward, is there anything wrong? Is he hurting you?
I'm like, yes. And like,
the cop was being a dumbass. He's like, listen to me, listen to me. Fucking
I'm like, I am.
And then what else? He's like, I'm gonna have to tow your car. I'm like, not again, you fucking son of a bitch. Can I call my mom? He's like, oh yeah, you can call your mom. No, he didn't say anything, so I could fucking call my mom.
Call his mom.
And then I asked Daniel for the address. He's like, don't call anybody here.
Don't call anybody here.
What am I gonna do? Call the people from fucking Iraq? So they can like, I don't know, drop a plane on your ass? I'm calling my mom, you fucking son of a bitch.
What happened?
And then he started fucking yelling at me with my mom on the phone, which was embarrassing.
Didn't you hang up on her?
And I hung up on her.
He had to hang up on his mom.
Yeah, then
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to hang up with you, but the cop was being a dick.
Yeah, she called me then, and Daniel talked to her on the phone.
And then Daniel was there, and Daniel was like being all professional and shit on his ass.
Oh yeah, Daniel was like professional.
Daniel was like, oh, you know what? You do not have to speak. And I'm like, Daniel, I know that. I know I don't have to speak. I've been pulled over like 1,000 times and inspected my car before, and I got arrested, you dumbass. I know that. Sorry, I still love you, Daniel. And he's like, sit there. Is there anything out of the car that you want to take? I'm like, okay, I'm probably not going to see this car ever again, so I'm going to take
So we
every
emptied
fucking
out
thing.
the fucking car.
And we took as long as we possibly could. We took, what, 20 minutes?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. And it was all of us taking shit out of my car. And he was just staring at us. Fucking fat fuck. And then he gave me a ticket for speeding. And I was like, hey, I wasn't speeding.
Hey, John wasn't speeding.
He's like, oh, well, take that to the court. I'm like, fuck.
You should have been like, yeah, I'll take it to the court, and they'll just dismiss it, like they always do.
And then he's like, what did he say? He's like, oh, I need you to sign this. He thought I was going to sign some shit. I didn't sign one of them. Because it said that was speeding. So
You serious?
Yeah, I didn't sign it.
Remember he needed his signature?
I only signed one. And I act like I was signing the other one, and I didn't. Because I wasn't speeding.
Well, he wasn't paying attention. He can get in trouble for not paying attention.
And then I was walking to the park, and this black guy comes up to me, he's like, hey, how are you guys been? And then Chloe's like, oh, I've been fine. And everyone's like, fine? I'm like, no. My car just got towed. And he's like, oh, man, bummer. I'm like, I know. And then we start talking about that fucking fat fuck, and then we leave.
Oh, and then the cop said totally.
Oh, yeah,
He
and the cop
said
said totally.
He totally broke the law. I was like, you're a faggot. Don't say things like that. You should die now.
So right now
And then he didn't remember me. Like, he's like, I pulled you over before with your girlfriend. And I'm like, dude, I'm standing right here.
I'm like, when the hell is this? Was it Nicole with John or something?
No, it was another girlfriend.
It was another girl.
It was my double. She doesn't have blonde hair.
Edward probably was like, shit, he's gonna get in trouble with Nicole.
I thought you were gonna get arrested again. I was like, don't put him in the back of the car.
I thought I was gonna get arrested too. My mom thought I was gonna get arrested.
Why the fuck was he asking for my name?
He tried to fuck you. I mean,
he was all feeling up on you on your butt.
Alright, guys.
Probably would have stuck his hand down your pants if I wasn't
story
there.
Today.
What's the date?
05/07/08. May 7th.
May 7th.
2008.
Don't you go to school? Shouldn't you know that?
May 7th, 2008.
Oh yeah, and here's all of our shit, because we took it with us. And there's more. We put it in Daniel's car. So fuck you, cop.
So if there's anybody out there that wants to give me a car, please.
You can email him at
J_J_JARPER@hotmail.com.
Say bye.
Please no videos of you guys masturbating. I had enough.